Be veg now. God gives us all free will to choose between good and evil, in gladness and woe. Please give others only gladness. The woe we spell as in who?
With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Műsoraink sok nyelvet tartalmaznak. Kérjük, tekintse meg itt suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Whoever passively or aggressively, openly supports this kind of murderous, raping, robbing system of the Kremlin is in the same mentality and also the accomplice of this kind of war, unjustified war, evil war. May I pray for your peace. May I pray that God forgives you. May I pray that hellfire spares you. Amen. And I would remind you, if you have forgotten, that you, big countries, leaders of the world, have signed and sealed the deal to lure the Iranian people to give them their nuclear weapons in order to be protected by all of you, including this aggressive Kremlin.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan, the defenseless thank you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Uranian. Hoş geldiniz. That's how the citizens of Gagauzia say welcome in Gagauz, one of their region's official languages. My name is Svetlana. The affable Gagauz people greet you with bright smiles and appreciation for your minimalist practices that prioritize a simple way of life for greater happiness and satisfaction. May heaven bring you and your loved ones abundant health. In Eastern Europe, the charming autonomous territorial unit of Gagauzia is nestled within the southern portion of Moldova. Fondly referred to as Land of the Sun, Gagauzia is blessed with green fields, vivid blue waters, and sunny skies. The region is known for its fruit and vegetable farming. The Gagauzia residents are amiable and hospitable. Gifted in creating splendid textiles, visitors often admire the vivid traditional dress and the jovial spirit with which locals celebrate. One of the most important celebrations is Hederles, which is celebrated on May 6th. On this day, community members gather together in festivity. There is live music, dancing, and local food is displayed and sold, along with crafts such as handmade ceramics and souvenirs for tourists. The capital city of the autonomous region of Gagauzia, Comrat, which began to be settled in 1789, also delights visitors with its parks, statues, and open-air markets. The Cathedral of St. John the Baptist, which was built around 1820, is a joy to behold. The city is also home to Gagauz National Theatre and Gagauz House of Culture, where the performing arts are celebrated. It was a pleasure presenting vibrant Gagauzia to you, aspiring viewers. May your lofty ideals be realized through the support of God's grace.
Be veg now. Under the sun, all is loved and free. So we continue to live and be. Why cause sorrow when can give joy? Or even not, then just live in peace. Heaven and earth witness your deeds. Be vegan, make peace.
Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Qinghai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan.
Supreme Master Qinghai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, Her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world, the needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is the beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, come on, baby. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Quack. Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, or Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy, as well as injured animal people, in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe.
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia.
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia.
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa.
I will show you how to get direct teaching.
And South America.
And keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
As well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real, lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse. It's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Gucci Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and First Place Silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Fue una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes the Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations will shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet. And it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
Today, we are blessed to present the insightful message entitled Wolves in Sheep's Clothing. Beware of supporting the Kremlin, Part 1 of 2, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 20th, 2023.
Peace for Ukraine or you reign now. Russia, just go home.
European Union boasted a policy of cleansing political corruption, no bribery, no blackmailing, etc., which sounds good if they could do it. So the idea of seizing the land of the Ukrainian people, I name them the Uranian people, and giving it away to the Kremlin is beyond anyone's imagination of logical and reasonable thinking.
NATO Chief of Staff Stian Jensen suggested that Ukraine may gain NATO membership in exchange for giving up some territories to Russia. And this may be part of the end to the war in Ukraine.
The Ukrainian government says it will not agree to any peace deal or even a ceasefire with Moscow if it involves giving up any of its territory. Senior advisor to President Zelensky says making any concessions would backfire because Russia would only escalate attacks in the future.
Russia sells nothing but war. It's only interested in expansion. Today it attacks Ukraine. Tomorrow it could attack any other country on the perimeter. Georgia, Moldova, and so on. There is no other formula but to subdue Russia today through an end to the war on Ukraine's terms.
That means to encourage the Kremlin and Russia to be more aggressive to any other country in the future. To just go destroying all people's houses, stealing their harvests, raping their women and children, and murdering anyone from young to old. To continue doing that, threaten the whole world with nuclear weapons, and win properties, prestige at the end. Bravo! Whoever's behind this idea should quit this planet, not just the political arena. Anybody who knows, if you want to train a dog person to be a good, agreeable dog, gentle dog, then you have to encourage them. Give them treats when they behave well, but not when they behave aggressively, because that could be dangerous for their children in the house, for their own safety as well, and for anyone else who goes near that dog. If you want to train a dog person as an aggressive one for fighting, for hurting others, for dog fighting, for example, then you should give them encouragement and treats when they are aggressive. So, to be a leader of a great organization like NATO and not even know how to train a dog person, not even know the logic behind all this simple treatment, then, we are beyond being surprised. I don't know what else to say to these world people anymore, to the so-called leaders of nations, of organizations. Oh my God, oh dear God, please save us from all these kind of wolves in sheep's clothing. We are all for peace, but not with these types of people. The type of people, the type of so-called leaders who are only siding with aggressors, with predators, and not with the innocent victims, including little children and babies who've been bombarded, oh my God, with evil weapons day in, day out, and who are killing their own people by sending them in harm's way of the war. Many hundreds of thousands of young, beautiful, able Russians died in this war in Ukraine by their own leaders' commandment, by their leaders' order, evil, crazy order. And all the leaders are supposed to be protectors of the world. The mighty world leaders are siding with that evil aggressor, the Kremlin, in different ways, passive ways and open ways. your passive way by not helping to protect them with stronger measures, and your passive way by not saying anything good for Iranians and not saying anything stronger in condemnation of the aggressor, the Kremlin. Me, myself, is beyond words, beyond imagination. These kinds of actions. We are all for peace, but not like that. My God. It is for the Iranian people to decide what they want. Not for all these big muscles to come in, mess up their lives, continue to side with the aggressor, to oppress these poor innocent people who have done no wrong to the Kremlin. The world has been ignoring, turning the blind eye to the Kremlin aggression everywhere else already. They have been eating up, having a bite of many countries around the world. And this one Iranian country is the gate, the front gate of Europe.
And when the Ukrainian Sky Shield is powerful enough, and it will be, Ukraine will ensure real freedom and security for the whole of Europe from Russian terror. The security of our continent begins here with Ukraine's sovereignty and strength.
If they give in now, okay, Europe, watch it. That's all I can say.
I'm quoting again. That means deliberately choosing the defeat of democracy, encouraging a global criminal, preserving the Russian regime, destroying international law, and passing the war on to other generations.
If you continue to support the aggressor, like the Kremlin, and oppress the weak and meek like Ukraine, then you watch it. And whoever is behind the idea of seizing, robbing the land of Ukraine to offer it freely to the Kremlin should be responsible in the whole history of mankind. And in hell too. They will answer in hell for that. That's all I can say. I know who it is, but I cannot spell out your name because I can't believe it. As the leader of NATO, you can't be speaking such words, wicked words like that. Not only you don't protect Ukraine, you want to tear their country apart, tear their people apart, and take their property, their nation, to feed the predator, Russia. Who are you? Even if I know your name, I'm so disgusted to speak it out. That's why I did not. But everyone in the world knows whom I'm talking about. And by tearing Ukraine and her people apart, not only do you endanger Ukraine, but also you endanger Europe as well as the whole world. And not long ago, you even said to the world that, okay, Ukraine belongs to NATO.
Let me be clear. Ukraine's rightful place is in the Euro-Atlantic family. Ukraine's rightful place is in NATO.
And now, what's wrong with your head? Answer it yourself to the Ukrainians and to the whole world. I don't care what you say. It's probably another nonsense, stupid, violence supporting idea. Yeah, I know you guys are powerful. Be offended. Be angry with me. Yeah, sure. I'm only an old little fragile woman. How dare I even say things against you? I mean, most of the world leaders, or the mighty world leaders who are siding together, ganging together against little Ukraine and supporting a big aggressive Russia. I don't mean Russians. I mean the aggressive leader of Russia, the Kremlin. Not even the army leaders, they didn't want it. It's just a couple of them who pushed them into harm's way, killing them en masse like this, without blinking an eye, without any remorse and sympathetic feeling in their heart. Whoever passively or aggressively, openly supports this kind of murderous, raping, robbing system of the Kremlin is in the same mentality and also the accomplice of this kind of war, unjustified war, evil war. May I pray for your peace. May I pray that God forgives you. May I pray that hellfire spares you. Amen. And I would remind you, if you have forgotten, that you, big countries, leaders of the world, have signed and sealed the deal to lure the Iranian people to give up their nuclear weapons in order to be protected by all of you, including this aggressive Kremlin.
Now, Ukraine at one point of time had the world's third largest nuclear arsenal. And then what happened? America, interestingly, talked Ukraine into disarming. And Kiev decided to sign the NPT, the Treaty of Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. It gave up its nuclear arms, and in return, the United States had pledged to protect Ukraine's sovereignty. The United States was not alone. The United Kingdom had also taken a similar pledge, and ironically enough, so did Russia.
The once coveted nuclear-powered state today stands disarmed, with Russian soldiers breathing down its neck. When Ukraine joined the NPT, world powers committed to protect its sovereignty. The United States, the United Kingdom, and Russia signed the Budapest Memorandum. These nuclear-powered states pledged to protect Ukraine's sovereignty, respect Ukraine's territorial integrity, abstain from economic coercion. They also pledged to not use force against Ukraine or threaten it. It took Russia just 10 years to violate all of these commitments. This conflict shatters the credibility of international treaties. Russia's aggression and the West's response speaks volumes about the failure of security guarantees.
And now, what did the Kremlin do? Eat up their promise. Go and kill, murder, rape, and molest even children and babies. All that in front of your eyes. And you still support it. Question yourself, what kind of man are you? What kind of thinking you have in your head? What kind of side you chose? Devil or God? Hell or heaven? Heaven people don't do this. So you are siding with hell. And that's where you will go. That's logical. Like attracts like. If you support something, that means your heart is like that. Your mind thinking is like that. So you will be drawn into that kind of mentality, that kind of energy, that kind of place like hell. Don't think I'm threatening you. You think about it and you know. Just like attracts like. Similar karma attracts similar retribution. Yeah.
Russia, go home.
Develop right thinking, right feeling, right action, and right speaking. Become a pure vegetarian. Sri Swami Sivananda, vegetarian.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
I can't just keep quiet, shut my eyes, pretending that the Iranian people are not suffering, pretending that you have all the intelligence to take care of this war, pretending that you know how to make peace, to protect people, not just Iranians, but European people. The European Union countries are also affected and threatened by the war in Ukraine. Now and in the far future, or in the near future, who knows? If Russia wins this war, they will feel proud, encouraged, and emboldened to attack other countries. You all know that.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Zimbabwe is one of them. Zimbabwe Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. Zimbabwe updated its animal people cruelty law in 2017 to increase the maximum fine for offences from 20 to 200 Zimbabwean dollars, with possible jail time of up to 6 months. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
Tender-hearted viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled Wolves in Sheep's Clothing. Beware of supporting the Kremlin, Part 1 of 2, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Faith and Giving, from the second epistle to the Corinthians by St. Paul, vegetarian in the Holy Bible, Part 1 of 2, on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. May all governments and educational and medical institutions around the world celebrate and promote life by encouraging the adoption of a vegan diet.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.